Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving a question from chapter 2 of the Meriam textbook, and we have two structural members, one of which is in tension and the other in compression, exerting the indicated forces on joint O. We need to determine the magnitude of the resultant R of the two forces and the angle theta, which R makes with the positive x-axis. So what we're going to do in here is we're going to go with sum of all forces in x and y direction, and we obviously have two different forces and each of them has both x and y components. And let's start. So let's go with the first one, the 2 kilonewton force on the right side of this structure, and we'll show the both x and y component in here. We know the angle right here is 30 degrees, which is coming from the question, which we know. So that's going to give us 30 degrees in here. The other force, this will be the y component, and this will be our x component. And we have information regarding the angle. Here is alpha, which would be same as here, alpha. Oh, so let's start with the x component, which we need to find sum of all forces in x. What we have the 2 kilonewton force, so 2 times cosine of 30 degrees for the 2 kilonewton force, and we have the force of the 3 kilonewton, which will be 3 times cosine of alpha, and cosine of alpha from here we know that the cosine of alpha will be 3 divided by 5. So we know here the hypotenuse will be 5 from the Pythagorean theorem. So the hypotenuse will be 5. So what we're going to get at the end will be 2 times cosine of 30 plus 3 times 3 over 5. And this is going to give us 3.53 kilonewton. So this would be answer for the x component, and we can see that the direction for x-axis is to the right, so we can usually also show it in here too. And if you want to go with the y-axis, let's consider this our positive direction for our y. So for sum of all forces in y direction, this time we will have 2 times sine of 30 degrees. And for the 3 kilonewton force, as we can see, force is downward, which is negative. 3 times sine of alpha, which we know is 4 divided by 5. And if we calculate this, we'll get minus 1.4 kilonewton. So if you want to find the magnitude of R, we have square root of Rx squared plus Ry squared. So we'll have 3.53 squared plus 1.4 squared, and this will be 3.8 kilonewton. And if we want to find the angle with x-axis, we'll see that our R has negative y component and positive x component. And if we call this angle theta, which is the angle with the positive x-axis, this will be our Ry and this will be our Rx. The tangent of theta will be Ry over Rx. And since we already count for the direction in here in our figure, we don't need to be worried about the sign of each of these. We know our Ry is negative, but we're just going to go with the absolute value. And if we want to find the theta, we'll have tangent reverse of 1.4 divided by the x component, which was 3.53. And if we find this, the angle will be 21.6 degrees. So there are multiple ways to show the angle with positive side of x-axis. So we know this is the R, and let's consider this as x-axis. We showed this angle, which was theta, and we found it 21.6. Also, we can show this angle right here, which is 360 minus 21.6, and this is going to give us 338.4 degrees. Both of this work. It's just two ways of showing the angle, and it will be your preference. But usually I think it's more common to show the angle as an acute angle with the x-axis, so we go for theta something from 0 to 90 degrees, and if we want to go that, we have to report the angle, the 21.6 angle in here. That would be all for this one. Thanks for watching. If you have any specific question or problem, leave it in the comment section. We can discuss it in there, and you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video.